Okay, now we're going to talk about ordering objects, and this is where things really start to get good. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now, I ran the index master, and I'm running it with the statement only option. You can see that in another video. And now this is the order in which the databases are going to be backed up. You notice how I start with the system databases, and then I'll move on to report server, and then Minion, and ADB, and then I've got my DB 1, 2, 3, 4, right? All of these guys all the way down to 100. But that's not really what I want. What I want is I want to reindex the databases in a specific order. I want these guys. So let's go ahead and make a change here. Let's say anything that says DB2, so that'll be DB2 and DB20 and 21 and 22, right? All of those DB2% databases, I want them to be reindexed first. So I'm going to set those equal to 10, and let's take a look at the settings DB table now. Let me raise this up a little bit. There we go. So here are my DB2 databases right here. Now, you notice what that's going to give me. Now, that's not all of them. That's just the ones that are in this table, right? There are other DB2 databases. So I've only got 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I could have put 26 through 29 in here, but I didn't want them ordered. They're not as important. And you notice how I gave them an ordering of 10, a reindex group order of 10. This is a weighted system. It's not a priority system. So what that means is the heavier ones, the more important ones, get a higher number. So if I wanted to raise these again, if I wanted, say, DB18 to be reindexed before them, then I would give that an 11. Or if I wanted or I would give it a 50 or 100 if I wanted to give it some cushion there to be able to add something in between. So right now, these guys are going to be reindexed first because everything else is set to 0. And the Minion default is 0. So these guys are going to be reindexed first. Let's go ahead and see if that pans out. I'm going to run this again. Notice how now these guys have been moved up to the top, and I can even see that here in my list right there that these guys have been done first. Okay? So we definitely have our database ordering now. But what is this reindex order? So this is the group order. What is that reindex order? Well, the reindex order specifies within this group what order I want them to be done in. So let's say that I want, let's pick the one at the bottom, 24 and 25. Let's say I want 24 and 25 to be done before any of the others in this group. Well, that's pretty easy. I can just say where it equals. Let's say where equals 25. I'm going to say equals, and I want the reindex order to be equal to 10 as well. I'm going to update that. Here we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing for 24. I could write a single statement for that, but this is just as easy. There we go. Now let's look at our settings table again. And now for here, I've got these guys that are coming in at a reindex order of 10 and 10, right? So as before, I had 20 and 24 and 25 were down here. Let's see if we've made our change. 24 and 25 are now at the top, and they're going to be done first. So you can see that I've got two levels of ordering here. So you could put, you know, if you've got 3,000 databases on a server, you could put them all in different groups and then specify the order within those groups that you want them to be done in. And remember, it's a weighted list, which means that the heavier the number, the more important it is. So keep going up. It's actually easier to manage that way. Now, that's not all. I can also do the exact same thing at the table level. So you notice here I've got reindex order and reindex group order at the table level as well in my index settings table. So if I wanted to reindex certain tables before other tables get done, then again, the exact same thing. They would get a higher weight. So I would come in here and set this one to, say, 100. I'll do that because there are more tables than databases. And this table will get reindexed before any of the other tables to make sure that the ones that you need are going to get done at the beginning of your maintenance window, or the most important ones are going to be done so that the less important ones can be trickled out throughout the rest of the day. So that's how to reorder objects. Have fun.